Good morning everybody from Hamburg in North Germany. In this video we're exploring the city trying to get some photos with a vintage digital camera. All starts right now. Let's go. Yes, so welcome back to one of my favorite locations here in Hamburg, which you will see in just a second because it is a very good location for a vintage digital camera. This is a point and shoot Canon camera. It's a Powershot Digital ELPH SD600 released in 2006. So you may be laughing at the title of this video, a vintage digital camera, but this bad boy here is now 20 years old. It's a 6 megapixel digital camera. It's got an ISO from 80 up to 800. It's got a 3x digital zoom. So the equivalent with a full frame would be like 35mm to 105mm. And it is also a video camera. It can shoot video, not in HD, but it can shoot video in 640 by 480, I believe. And that's 30 frames a second, and even has a high frame rate of 60 frames per second. So this is a very important camera to my story behind professional photography. So I'm gonna dig into that in this video. But first, let's see if we can get a nice photo of this fantastic location with this vintage digital camera. All right, we're leaving the parking house behind and heading further into the city to try and find a couple more like point and shoot options for this camera, because it is going to be a bit of a challenge to get any kind of like good images, you know, especially with editing. It's all about the composition, and luckily here in Hamburg we got a couple like what you just saw that are very, very photogenic for any camera. It doesn't even matter, even if you have 6 megapixel. So yeah, very good start to this video. I hope you like this awesome parking house, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool. This camera's got a couple little funny, I guess, like gimmicks built in where you can shoot a poor man's pano, a widescreen shot, which just basically cuts the top and the bottom of the frame digitally. And I think it's kind of cool. It's like a bit of a built-in pano. It's fun. You can also change to like sepia and vivid colors and black and white. So all that shit is kind of fun too. And yeah, that's a good spot for the first photo. And now we're going to continue, see if we can find a good spot for the second photo as well. We made it to the next location here in the city. This is an interior staircase. Absolutely awesome, awesome location for another kind of point and shoot style photo. So from the bottom, you know, even if you don't have the widest angle, like this is 35 equivalent, it still looks okay. And I think that I got a couple nice ones just down there from the very bottom. We're gonna go up to the very top and see if we can get a shot looking down, because as you guys know from prior videos, most likely, staircases are always good for 3 compositions. The bottom looking up, the top looking down, and then another one usually straight across. And I'll show you a picture with the iPhone with the 0.5 because it's wide enough to get this shot here. But there's no way that the little point and shoot is wide enough to get this frame. That place is dangerous. Avoid at all costs. Dangerous, dangerous. why we're back outside, and I want to share with you a bit of the backstory behind the point and shoot, the little Canon Powershot here. So yeah, 20 years ago, 2006, I was actually living in Golden, British Columbia, in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, right on the Columbia River. And a couple of years before that, so let's say 2004, I graduated high school in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Totally different side of the country. And when I graduated, my mom and dad had gotten me a gift. I can't remember if it was for Christmas that year or for actually graduating and passing high school, but they got me a little Powershot camera, very similar to this, probably like, you know, one model before this one. And I took it with me everywhere, guys. It was absolutely like my favorite, I don't know, piece of technology at the time, because this is going way back. I mean, we're talking before Facebook, before YouTube. I wonder if I even had a cell phone then. I probably did. I had like a Motorola flip phone or something silly like that. But you know what I mean? Like, this little camera was awesome at the time. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I can take pictures of all the cool shit I'm doing, you know, all these adventures, especially in Golden, British Columbia, because I was driving a Ford hatchback at the time, and I packed it up with all my shit in Ontario and drove all the way out to Golden to work at a ski resort. And I didn't go to university. For those of you who don't know that, I went to college. I went to like a community college in Canada, actually in Golden, British Columbia, but not for a couple of years. So I took like a 2.5-year gap year between high school and post-secondary education. I ended up going to school for adventure tourism in Golden, but you know, that time of my life was all about getting outside, exploring, taking back roads and logging roads, and trying to do different hiking and just getting out into the wilderness in British Columbia. And then this camera at that time was the perfect way to document those travels and those adventures. So has a pretty nostalgic place in my heart for sure. We made it to the top floor of another interior staircase. This is a building in the Kontorhaus Viertel. It's like sort of a district within downtown Hamburg called the Kontorhaus district. And you've got these old brick buildings that are all kind of designed in the same style. They're built in the early 20th century, so sort of between like 1915, 1920 up until 1940. And they're just awesome, super photogenic, really, really beautiful buildings. And this staircase is a great example of a really nice photo. So you've got great color contrast here. I'll show you with the gimbal looking straight down, with the nice kind of warm tones of the staircase itself, the actual, like, what do you call this, banister, and it looks like kind of almost a gold tint to the wooden. Fuck, I'm losing my English, guys. I have no idea what they're called, but you get the idea. And then you've got these really cold concrete, you know, frames. So it's all in all a nice color contrast, makes for a great photo and a good opportunity to try and use the little point and shoot. And in this case, actually, this specific staircase looks much better from the top than it does from the bottom. But yeah, Kontorhaus district, Hamburg, great place to get some good photos. And we made it to another very famous building here in the Kontorhaus district. This is called the Sprinkelhof, which is very photogenic. There's also a really, really nice spiral staircase just inside of that building right there behind me. But we're not gonna go in there. There's too many interiors in this video already. So this is a good example of when your subject is really, really photogenic and nice. It doesn't really matter what camera you're using to capture that scene. So we got a 20-year-old point and shoot vintage digital camera and taken a lot of what I think are going to be pretty nice snaps here of the city, and been able to, I don't know, go down memory lane in a way. This camera was my mom's and she gave it to my son Mateo, which is really awesome. He loves using it. He's learned how to use it pretty well as well in the auto mode, and he knows how to go down to the play button and look back at the photos he's taken. And we've already got a number of really funny family photos taken by him, a 4-year-old. So that's pretty awesome. Making those memories and watching him learn how to use this little camera has been great. So big thanks to my mom. Shout out if you're watching this. He absolutely loves that, and it's a great Christmas present. And funny enough, in a roundabout way, you know, the present coming from my parents 20 years ago, a bit more, 22 years ago, and now in 2026 being able to give a very similar present to my son is really, really quite nice. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Coming up next for me is Cuba. Heading back to Cuba to run the next hidden photo tours with James Kerwin. So yeah, next video will be from Cuba. Interesting times to be there too. So I will see you in that video.